Alright guys, what's up? It's JDawgs here, and we are back for another episode of Attack of the B-Team here on the Spiritcraft B-Team server. First of all, I'm going to be very upfront. I know it is very late, and I'm probably going to be like almost a whole day late getting this out to you guys, but I still want to get it out. Oh, there goes the world not loading. I still want to get it out because I enjoy doing B-Team, and I've actually been working on this a good share of the week. I just really didn't have... I thought I was going to have some time to record and didn't plan on a few things happening during Thursday, so I didn't get a chance to record, and yeah. Anyways, I still want to get this out to you guys because I've been working pretty hard on a few different things. So first things first, I want to show you guys what I've gotten done over here. So here's the big reveal. So what do you guys think? I think it turned out pretty cool. Like I said, I don't mind the little seams here, but it looks like, you know, the night sky, and you kind of look up through here, and it just kind of looks like you're gazing at the stars, and I think it looks really neat the way that it came out. Of course, we got the floor done, and I've got the walls almost done. I haven't come to a complete conclusion on what I want in these little sections here, on the walls, and then on these little pieces. I've got one there and one there, but of course there and over here are the doorways. So I'm not sure what I want to do here. I'm thinking machines are going to be here and over there. So that's what I'm going to be putting in for that. I was thinking we were going to space this week, but we are definitely not going to space this week, mainly because I forgot several large things we have to do. I've made a few extra things, and we are going to craft a few things right now that I need in order to go to space. So let's see, where can we start here? We're gonna go right here. I've made another bag, a little Siam backpack here. So you can see here that I've got a few things. We're gonna actually just kind of bring them over, I think, if I can make everything fit. Yep, okay. So as you can see, I've got a few things here. So first, I need a fuel loader, and that will get the fuel into the ship. So we've got that. Oops. And then we also need, what is it? I always forget the name of it. Refinery. There it is. So we need a refinery, and that will refine the oil into fuel to load the rocket. We also have these two that we're making up, which this one here, of course, is a canister. Why don't I just do that? That'd be easier. A canister for empty liquids, and then this here is going to be our little gun thing like we made on before we switched to this server, that we made so that we can be able to pick up the oil. So this picks up the oil, puts it into the canister, and then we can take it over to the refinery. The refinery will turn it into fuel, and we can have the fuel right next to the rocket, so it loads up the rocket. Now, something I want to update you guys on. We're going to go downstairs here. So down here, I've kind of expanded this. I don't know if I showed you guys this. I've made these go to where they're kind of the walls for here, and there's a reason for this. So as you can see on this side over here, I've got this set up, and I've added in these punji sticks. I think they're called, or punji, or whatever, however you want to say it. Basically, they damage the mobs as they come down, so I don't always have to put my sword in there. You can see it's going to automatically kill that blaze for us. So that constantly goes. All the time we get blaze powder. And so I'm getting so much of this destabilized redstone and destabilized or energized glowstone that I've actually brought this down here, fluid transposer. Would you be hush? Be hush? Okay, anyways, would you be quiet? I brought this down here because I made some stuff from the glowstone because I have had so much and I didn't want it to go to waste. I've been sorting more of this out. I now have one of these for sugar. I've got one here for spider eyes, one here for zombie heads, and one here for the muscles, because we had a bunch of muscles, but the other ones here you can can see we don't have quite as much of those, like the heart and the lungs and the brains and the skeleton skulls. So I haven't made one for those yet, but pretty much the only thing we're getting overflow of, and I still don't know how to route it, and if you guys know how, help me out. Sheesh, you guys are loud. Is the half-broken bows and enchanted bows, and then the half-broken armor and enchanted half-broken armor. So if you guys know anything about how to route those, wow, you guys are through this here, feel free to let me know. I'm not sure how that works. We've gotten tons of these potions of healing, which I don't know what I'm going to use those for, but this here, if you look, once we get these fully repaired, I can actually melt these down for gold. So eventually that's what we're going to do with a lot of this armor that's not enchanted. I'm just going to repair it, melt it down, and we get free gold. I believe you can do that with the chain also. Yeah, so you can melt it down into molten steel. We've got iron. We don't get a ton of that, but you can melt it down for iron. The leather, unfortunately, I don't think there's really anything you can do with that. The bows, basic crafting recipes, witch hunter pistol, which I don't really know what that's for, and a dispenser. So those are the only things you can really make with the bows. So the leather and the bows are kind of pointless. I may eventually get those destroyed, like I am the little witch hands here. You guys remember the witch's hands? So you guys are so loud. Let me turn down the sounds at least. There we go. Alright, so anyways, that was probably really loud to you guys. Down here, I've actually made a second redstone energy cell, and you can tell it's full already. This stuff produces so much energy. I actually have, here in my purple backpack, a second redstone energy cell. Well, the first one that we had. And it's completely full with 10 million RF. That is crazy. So I'm actually going to take that... Whoops. Sticky keys. I hate sticky keys. Okay, anyways. No. You can see that we've got the 10 million RF there, so that's going to go up there in our space station room, and that's going to power any things that we have to put up there. This is what I've been making with the glowstone, these glowstone illuminators. If you hit U over those, they can actually be used to make a laser drill and a laser drill precharger. I have no idea what those are for. It says placed over a hole to bedrock or the void. So I guess you can actually make a hole into the void with one of these, or just straight down to bedrock. So I guess that'd be kind of cool. I don't know what it does with the items. It probably just destroys them. I don't know. But the recipe for these is you just make these little frames that are made out of redstone, silver nuggets, which are easily gotten, and the hardened glass. So that's probably the most expensive. It's obsidian and lead, so that's not too bad. And you get 2 per, so... Oh, let's see. I made up some of these so I could make cyan backpacks. I made up a block of solid ender. I may use that in that room. That was one of the things I was thinking about doing. Let's see, that's about it for there. So let's head back upstairs. By the way, like I said previously, I am back to using Bandicam. If you guys can tell a difference, whether it's better, worse, or the same, I know that it tends to be a little jarry when I kind of move around, but if that's the only problem that we're having, is it's just a little bit of jarriness, I'm not worried, because the file sizes are so much smaller. The other day I did, what was it, a 45-minute League video, and it was barely 1 gig. And when I had rendered that, if I had had that through OBS, it would have been easily 5 gigs. So I may have good internet, but I don't have that good of internet to where it's not going to take me forever to upload that kind of stuff. Let's see here. I guess we can go get some oil, which actually for me is fairly easy, because it's literally... Well, go down. Come on. There you go. So we're going to take this, and I've got oil pockets everywhere down here, mainly, they start right here. So let's go up this way. Where can I take some out at? Right here it looks like. So there we go. Do. There's another one. Come on, give me one more. There we go. So I guess that's all we can take for now. Let me see, can we get another one? Will it let us? No. Okay. So we're going to probably have to make some more canisters, go back and forth several times. I know to fill a rocket it takes a lot of fuel. And so that's what I'm going to be doing for a little while. Whoa. Where did you come from? Die? Thank you. Okay. I don't know how you got here. Put a light just in case. But that's probably what I'm going to be doing for a little while, is getting the fuel loaded up. The other thing I realized that we are going to need for going to space is I had gotten a gift, and I'm going to show you guys that real quick here, from Adrian, because he actually has been trying to go to space too, and we're thinking about making a trip out of it. So he came over, and I guess he accidentally made one too many, actually 4 too many. He actually made 4 rockets on accident. So I actually already have a rocket. So let's see here. You can see it kind of above my head there. But we're going to go into us so you can kind of see how this looks. It's kind of neat looking, so I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So we've got our rocket. We're ready to go to space. The only problem is we can't go to space because there's no way we're going to breathe in space. That's right, we need all kinds of stuff to be able to go to space. We need a parachute just in case we have to fall down, or in case we fall off the edge of the world. But I am going to go ahead and set this down. So that is ready to go. That is all we need to go there. I think we can put the fuel loader right there. Yeah, so that's going to be hooked up just fine. Power, I think, will go here, possibly. Refinery can go next to it, I think. No, that may not be right, because I think this hole has to be pointing over there. Let me look real quick. Actually, let's go over and get our wrench really fast. I think I'm going to make ramps here, because walking there is a little slow. Okay, so we're going to get over here, we're going to grab our wrench and try to turn these different directions to see if they're going to work right. If nothing else, we can make a little gap in between them to where we can run a pipe or something like that that'll connect the two of them. Okay, so let's get over here. Okay, so I believe that's energy. Okay, so that's fluids. 1, 2, 3, and 1. So they should be pointing toward each other now, I think. Okay, and then power will go in through the top of that one. This may not be right. I'm not sure. I'll have to figure this out also, because I'm not sure how you're supposed to have it sitting. I think like that. Let's get that up. Okay, so I may have to run the power in through there. I'm not sure how they connect together. We may have to run some pipes between them. But basically, you put these side by side, and you can go ahead and fill them. This one will run it straight into the one next to it. I think this will refine it, but we'll need power for that. And so that's what that energy cell is going to be for. And I actually think I'm going to go back this way a little bit and put it back there, and then just run the electricity or whatever underneath the pipes. Run them underneath here and somehow see if I can hook them in from the underside so that we don't have a bunch of pipes here. If I can't do that, I might just leave that one here by itself and put this one over there against the wall and just have it pump the fluid out of this and then over to here. But that's basically what we need there, and you can see if we get inside. Let's see, how do we look at ourselves? I know there's a way. Okay, so this is us in the rocket. We are ready to go, but we have no fuel. So you can see, where does it say? I know there's a key you hit. What key is it? I don't want to launch off on accident. Nope, not that one. Okay, I'm not sure which one to hit, but I do know... Shift to get out? Oh, how do we get out? Am I out? Oh, we are out. Okay, so it's shift to get out, but for some reason it didn't pop us out. We just kind of stood on top of it. But I do know... Let me see. Yeah, okay, so space to launch, A to D, okay, and then inventory is C. So if you look here, we have 0 fuel, 0% fuel, and I want to get that to 100% before we launch this out of here. So that's my goal. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get everything together this week, and my goal is next week I may be able to go to space. And I'm actually thinking about making a thing out of it to where... Well, move around. Get back into my view. Boy, those views mess me up so much. But I want to get it to where maybe me and Adrian go to space together. We may make a dual launch out of it. Of course, I only have one launch pad here. But he could set his up, you know, up above me or something, or just I could launch off and then he could put his down next to it. He'd have to make sure to bring his own fuel, or you know, get it set up to where maybe there's extra here that, you know, he can pump his with or something. But he could take off, you know, right behind me to where he would end up in the same spot possibly. But I think that would be kind of cool for us to go together. I would definitely want to get it done so that we can be able to go to space and see what it's looking like up there. Of course, we'll end up going to the moon first, and then I want to see if I can get some of the schematics from the moon to have our own space station and maybe go to Mars and all that kind of cool stuff. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get all this set up, and I'm going to get it, you know, refinery done, get the fuel ready. The things that I have to make, actually, I can show you here. So there's more than just one thing we have to make. First of all, we have to make things so that we can at least survive in space for a limited amount of time. And those things are, let's see. Well, of course we have to make a flag, which I'm probably just going to make one of these colored flags with my face on it or something. You have to make heavy oxygen tanks, which are fairly easy. They're just wool, tin canisters, and steel. So those are pretty easy. I need 2 of those. I will need, where is it? This frequency module, so it can receive weak sound waves and distant signals. Basically, it makes it to where you can hear sound in space. That is those. So again, not hard. Aluminum, iron, another basic wafer, redstone repeater. We will need an oxygen mask, which is just glass around an iron helmet. Very simple. And I think that's it. Oh, and of course a parachute, which is, yeah, any one of these. We can have different colors, but here's the basic one. Just a piece of canvas, which is string and sticks, with more string, and it makes it into a parachute. So those are our basic things that we need. Oh, you can actually get a filled fuel canister. Oh, if you take the same canister and put it back in here, it will fill the canister with the fuel. Okay. Alright, that makes sense. So we're going to have to make a bunch of these canisters, and we can just store fuel in them. Okay, that makes sense. I have no idea what some of this stuff is. I'm just kind of looking here. But we'll be able to make some of these different rockets. These tools are made from Desh, which I believe comes from Mars, I want to say. Yeah, I believe that comes from Mars. And there's just different things that we can be able to make. So that's going to take a lot of stuff to save up. A lot more than I thought initially, but not as much as that would be too much to do. So that would be kind of cool. Also, we have this thing here that's a parachest, which I think we can make, and it allows us to have our items drop down from something. I don't know if we need that or not. I'm not sure. But you can see over here we have the workbench, so the next time we do need to make another rocket, which I am thinking, because to get back, I'm going to just make a portal to where we can go back and forth through the portal. But to get to, what is it, Mars and our space station, we'll actually have to put in new schematics to unlock. So, because right now we can still only make the tier 1, which will just take you to the moon. And I did have the stuff to make that, and I was going to make it, and I still may make it just so that I can have a spare rocket. But since Adrian was nice enough to come over and give me a rocket, originally I wasn't gonna. I was telling him no, let me do it. But I figured he had a bunch of stuff, so I might pay him back with helping him out with some stuff or getting enough fuel together so he doesn't have to worry about that or something like that. But anyways, I think that's gonna be the end of the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. And Wish is on here with me. She's been over here killing some stuff and working on things. She says hi, and I want to get this worked out to where maybe she can get a little space gear or something, and I'll let her go up to space with me sometime or something. But anyways, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope you have a lot of fun watching this series. I know some of you do, some of you don't. For whatever it's worth, I'm going to keep it going as long as you guys enjoy it. Oh, we're villagers. How much we got over here? Not too much yet. Oh, and real quick before I wrap it up, I have been dabbling in necromancy. So I do have the Necronomicon. I did make the sewing machine and the bone scythe. Soul in a jar. I've got some of those. And just a few different things. I've got a bucket of blood. And this I'm not sure how to use. If you guys know how to use the fishing net thing, I thought I knew how. But I'm not really clear on it. I made it because I thought it might catch fish or something.
Oh, no,
but I'm not sure how to use that.
The stoves that you can make does not cook sheep meat or the pig raw meat.
Oh, okay.
It just cooks the regular.
Alright, but I might delve into this a little bit and kind of show you guys some of the stuff I'm going to be doing with this, but I want to get to where maybe I can make some minions and stuff, because I got a lot of stuff I might be able to make with that. So I just wanted to kind of show that off to you guys. And also, I don't know if I pointed this out, I do have all 10 of my canister hearts now, of the yellow ones, and that is thanks to this guy right here, the blue slime. I've killed a couple of those. They give so much XP, so much of those yellow hearts drop just almost constantly, and it's really cool to be able to have those on hand. And that was my other idea I'm going to touch on really fast for you guys. That was the reason I did this, is because over here I'm going to make another room, which I probably again won't go over because you've already seen most of what I'm going to do over there. But I'm going to make another room over here where the blue slime can spawn, and it will sort out all his tools and everything that he drops, and the hearts, to where people can be able to come over and just have yellow hearts if they want them. He also drops red hearts, and he drops a ton of experience, which is what I'm going to be using to fill this a lot quicker, because for some reason the mob essence fills a lot quicker than the experience does. And the mob essence can actually be used to power the spawner that he is going to be in, so that'll be very helpful. So anyways, now that I tried for the third time to wrap up, I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, be sure to leave any comments, suggestions, criticism down below. If you guys have some suggestions for the walls in here, I've been kind of tossing back and forth what I want to use them for, so be sure to let me know if you have any ideas, and I may try a few things out myself. If you enjoyed the video, like always, leave a like on it. It really lets me know you guys enjoyed it. And of course, if you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. And I will see you guys next time for another episode of Attack of the B Team here on the Spiritcraft server. Take it easy. Peace out.